What do YouTube? This is your boy Dieakas, and this is my Dieakas review of Backlash 2016. Overall, this is a great pay-per-view in comparison to SummerSlam. SmackDown Live's inaugural pay-per-view was really good. Let's go ahead and get started with the pre-show. There's a vignette between Apollo and Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan's giving Apollo some advice. Baron Corbin comes in, interrupts. Baron makes some pretty good points about how he's been left off SmackDown, and pretty much a match is made between Baron Corbin and Apollo Crews later on in the pre-show. The social media lounge with Heath Slater and Rhino, that shit was fucking funny. Rhino and Heath, they have amazing chemistry. It's just hilarious. At one point, Rhino admits he doesn't have a driver's license, and they said something about no more community pool. They get their own pool, double wide. They go in the Golden Corral and Dolly World. Just a lot of funny shit there. Another highlight of the pre-show was Alexa Bliss. She looked amazing in her makeup and her ring gear, and she was interviewed for the pre-show panel. I had a feeling that since she was being interviewed that she was not going to make it far in a six-pack challenge, but that's beside the point. Corbin versus Crews. Corbin gets the win via the end of days after a knee to Apollo's face. What can I also kind of say to Apollo? He definitely needs something. He needs something. I don't think a little pep talk by Daniel Bryan is going to fix anything. Well, let's just go on to the main show. Starts off with Shane and Daniel Bryan. They talk about how the fans have made SmackDown #1 and all this other crap, and pretty much just kick off the show with a six-pack challenge for the SmackDown Live's Women's Championship. I'll just go order of elimination here. Alexa Bliss is the first to be eliminated via a blockbuster powerbomb. I think Natalya and Naomi did that. Then Naomi's eliminated by Natalya via sharpshooter. Natalya is eliminated by Nikki Bella via the TKO. Nikki Bella is eliminated by Carmella by small package, and Becky Lynch wins via the disarmor on Carmella. So Becky Lynch is your first SmackDown Live Women's Champion. Congratulations, good job, waifu. All right, there's a funny segment with what's his name, Jagger Eaton or some shit, with the Miz, and the Miz says, "How dare you," or whatever, and "How dare you take the Miz's locker room," and Jagger Eaton pretty much shows the Miz saying, well, we were going to get you, but instead we're going to get John Cena. And Miz is just pissed. Pretty funny. Then you see an injury angle on Randy Orton. Randy Orton was reported he would not be wrestling Bray on this show. So they did good by covering it up by having Bray beat down Randy Orton. And Bray has lost a considerable amount of weight. He looks way better. He looks more healthy. He looks great. Second match is the Usos versus the Hype Bros. Usos win via vicious double team. The same one that took down American Alpha gave Chad Gable the sprained MCL or whatever it was. And I forgot which Uso is. He uses a tequila sunrise submission. It was pretty cool. Alright, there's a interview with Beauty and the Man Beast. Turned out awkward when Heath Slater was talking about he had fake crab meat salad or some shit, and it gave him the poops, and then it was just Rhino and Renee, and he said, "I gotta go." Then Renee said, "I gotta go," and it was just awkward, but still funny. That tag team is hilarious. Next match was Ziggler versus The Miz for the Intercontinental Championship. This was a sleeper match, really. It was really good. No pun intended to Dolph Ziggler's move, but it was a really good match. The Miz actually showed he can wrestle. He pulled out moves I didn't even know he could do. And The Miz gets the heel win by having Maurice spray Dolph in the eyes with some foreign substance and hitting the skull crushing finale. So The Miz is still Intercontinental Champion. The next segment is Bray Wyatt comes out. He pretty much wants the referee to count to 10 to signify Randy Orton gives up by forfeit. There's another announcement saying Bray Wyatt is in a no holds match versus Kane, which is very random. A no holds match, like when they made that stipulation, like something is going down. It was a pretty basic no holds bar match. There's a little bit of weapon usage. Nobody or the concept should be happy about that. I think Randy comes out later on in the match. He RKO's Bray Wyatt pretty much out of nowhere. Well, not really not out of nowhere. It's just the camera angle made it look like it was out of nowhere. Good thing they had no music. I hate that music shit. Stop playing music during when people come out. This is, during a match. Before their match. Whatever. You get what I'm trying to say. Randy Orton hits the RKO. Then Kane hits chokeslam and he gets the win. AJ Styles has another vignette where he's talking to these local talent, tell them they're failures or they'll be failures and all this shit. It's pretty hilarious. The Usos versus Beauty and the Man Beast. The Usos pretty much for the majority of the match, they beat the living crap out of Heath Slater. I mean, they had like this one move where they suplexed him into the outside pole, which is pretty gnarly. Rhino gets the hot tag. The Usos eventually work him over. Slater tags himself in, hits the net breaker. And for the longest time, I forgot Heath Slater had a finishing move. I forgot the finishing move was called the Sweetness. It was like that crazy DDT he has, like an execution. I think the Usos break it up. I forgot what happens. Oh yeah, one of the Usos super kicks Heath Slater in the face. While the referee's distracted with the other Uso, Rhino comes in, gores the living shit out of the Uso in the ring. Heath gets the pin and he has a contract, and they are both now your new SmackDown Live champion. They actually did really good with this build up of this match. Heath Slater was the odd man out. He wasn't even Mr. Irrelevant. He was the odd man out, and look at him now. He's tag team champions. Finally, we have the main event. Ambrose versus Styles. This was a drag out match. It was a fight. It was good. The ending was, I believe Ambrose was going for the dirty deeds. Styles pushed him into the referee whilst the referee was trying to recover from his injury. Styles hit him with a vicious low blow. And let me go on a tangent here. God damn it, 2K. Put that move in the fucking game. A low blow. I don't want a thumb to the fucking eye. And then a low blow. I want a low blow. A kick to the balls. Tangent over. And hits a style clash. And Styles is your new WWE World Champion. Overall, this pay-per-view was really good. If I had to rate this on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd probably give this pay-per-view, even with that weak match with Kane, and it not being a full 3 hours, I'd have to give this pay-per-view an 8.8. Dieakas math will come later. Hopefully, we'll have Real Wrestling episode 489 up for you later on this week. And as always, peace.